Happy Monday. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in to my fitness and nutrition series. That's what I'm calling it right now. Don't know or have a really good name for it yet. This is episode 10 officially, well 11 officially, but 10 because first one was the introduction, so I don't count it. But I'm going live, so I give everyone a few minutes to tune in, like 3 to 4 minutes. So if you're watching this later, bear with me while I let everyone come into class, basically. All right, thanks. What's up, Elmo G. Lopez? How's your knee, buddy? Mine hurts. Totally got turf burn, man. Worth it. Turn noise canceling. How you doing, buddy? Nice of you to join us. Sean is here. Audrey's here. I'm gonna have to start taking attendance. Here. So Ernie's on Instagram, but he's not gonna tune in. Cool, I get it. So tonight's topic, if you haven't seen, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, should be interesting. Man, it comes with old age, huh, buddy? You just wake up in the morning like, what? This hurts. Why? Hey, you have insurance? You should come to the gym for some rehab. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whew. That's a cool shirt, guys. That was even before old age. Smoothies for breakfast. Oh, Giovanni. Man. Fine. Just drink water, dude, please. I need something other than salads, too. Eat some rice every once in a while. Some potatoes. And some vegetables. Alright, guys, one more minute and I'll get started. I don't want you guys waiting too long. But get out your notepads. You know, your, what is it called? I forgot. Make a white one. Oh, shirt. Yeah, but I won't wear it, man, because you know if I eat, I'll just get it messy. Messy eater. I'll work on it. White ones are the next ones. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start. So, if you're ready, cool. If you're not, cool. So, like I said earlier, this is episode 10 in the actual series. Kind of excited about that. I didn't really think it was going to go this long. I was only going to do it for like a month. But I'm having fun with it, so I'm going to keep going. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys keep tuning in. I'm not going to stop because there's a lot to talk about. So that's why I decided to move to one topic a night, so we just make sure we have enough to talk about and I can cover it with enough depth, but not too much that you guys get bored. Okay, so tonight's question or topic brought to you by Shauna Wright, one of my longtime clients and old friend of mine. You know her as @Norvell Wright when I post videos of her working out. I'm sure you've seen a lot of the stories that I post or that she posts and I repost. So she had a really good question last week that I couldn't answer because I was already done with the episode, so I moved it to this week. So I'll kind of read it all at once and then kind of break it down so it's understandable in pieces. So, are there certain foods that you should eat for each meal? You know, like should you eat eggs or breakfast foods for breakfast, lunch foods for lunch, and dinner for dinner? You know, so should we eat traditional foods based on what we're used to and based on what we've kind of grown up being accustomed to? Or can you switch it up and have, breakfast for dinner and dinner for breakfast, The simple answer is yes, absolutely. There's no right or wrong way to eat a meal. At the time of day you eat that meal is just based on when you're eating your meal. The term breakfast is, we already know, it's break fast. So you're breaking your fast from sleeping at night. It doesn't matter what you eat. Some people have smoothies, some people have eggs, some people have yogurt, some people just have toast. Some people have steak and eggs. Like, steak is dinner food, right? But you can have it for breakfast. So yeah, there's nowhere that really says you have to, see, G said it, steak for breakfast. He knows what I'm talking, this guy knows what I'm talking about. There's nowhere that says you have to follow a specific guideline. Oh my God, they're having scrambled eggs for dinner. It's blast. No, it's breakfast for dinner is like the best. Like, come on, let's be real. 2 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 7 o'clock at night, who cares? Breakfast is bomb, right? So the only thing that you need to consider when you're doing these types of changes in your meals is just same as always. What are you eating for that meal? How much are you eating? And are you dividing up the portions of your macronutrients, your protein, your carbohydrates, your fats? Are you portioning it out in the right way that, yeah, it doesn't matter if you have steak and eggs for lunch. Is it enough protein? Is it enough carbohydrate? Are you eating some potatoes with it, or some brown rice with it, or some vegetables with it? That's really all that's important to it. And so the nutritional content, the portion, and the caloric density, which is how many calories are in each meal, and is it worth it to eat that to sustain you for whatever activity you have, or however much is left in your day that you need some energy, right? You're not going to want to have, pancakes for dinner, right? Granted, it's probably not the best option to have for breakfast either if we're trying to achieve our goals and, either lose body fat or maintain some muscle mass, but you can switch up to protein pancakes. That's a good option for you if you're really looking for something sweet in the evening that you're like, I'm going to have breakfast for dinner. I'm going to have scrambled eggs, protein pancakes, and some fruit. Cool. Go ahead. It's not the worst thing in the world. But if you're having a breakfast burrito or like an egg McMuffin from somewhere, then yeah, it's probably not the best option. Okay, so it's really basic. It's logical. Just be smart about what you're doing, right? So ideas for like breakfast, for dinner, you can have like scrambled eggs with roasted potatoes, some peppers, onions, get some vegetables in there so you're having your nutrients. Omelets are a good idea for dinner. It's almost like a quiche, right? You can add a bunch of vegetables to it, some spinach and mushroom, make it nutritious. That's all you gotta do. So just like I said, take it easy on the starchy carbs at night. You don't want to eat waffles at night. You're not going to want to have French toast before bedtime. It's probably not the best option for you, okay? So as good as they are and as delicious as they are, it's probably only best to have it once in a while. It's a nice little treat to have it. I mean, it's a cake, for God's sakes. Pancake. How that got through as a breakfast food, I don't know. It's dessert. It's cake. Moving on. All right. Same thing like I said earlier, another thing you got to consider your macronutrients. So if you're counting your calories, if you're weighing your food, if you're trying to figure out what you should put in each meal, then you're going to want to count your calories or portion control based on your hands. If you need a guide on how to do portion control with your hands, message me. I will help you with that. So quality of food is what matters, and it makes sense that what you're eating is at the right time of day. Okay, high calorie food in the morning with protein and carbs to give you sustained energy, and then for lunch and dinner you're going to want to eat high protein, a little bit higher fat foods, so you have a little more hunger satisfaction. Now your fats being like your avocados, your nuts, your oils, coconut oil, things like that. Okay, so I did a little fun research on like how it doesn't really matter what you have for breakfast if you're used to traditional foods, because all around the world breakfast foods are completely different. So if you've been to certain places or if you have a certain background, you know that breakfast isn't the same globally, right? So like in Brazil, breakfast usually consists of French bread, coffee, and cassava, which is like a root vegetable, so like a potato or like I don't know if you know yucca. Um, it's very starchy, and then they just eat it with some fresh fruit like papaya, um, or ham and cheese served with toast. So it's a little bit similar, but nowhere do we see like eggs or bacon or sausage or stuff like that. That we're kind of used to that out here. Eastern Africa, they have breakfast that is common. It's called mandazi. They're basically little soft triangular donuts that are made with like coconut milk on the side. So it's like a little pastry. What's up, Takara? Little pastries. So it's almost like a little sugar bomb, but they probably have different you know things that they do out there that are that we don't do out here as far as like work or stuff like that. Germany, their breakfast consists of bread rolls, cured meats and cheeses, maybe an egg. That's what it said, maybe an egg. I guess I don't like eggs very much. And then, or plates of like raw vegetables. They'll literally just have plates of raw vegetables, jams or honey for the bread too. So simple breakfast, just like a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of carbohydrate, maybe a little bit of protein. The jams and stuff give you a little bit of sugar, so that gives you good sustained energy. That if you're having in the morning, it's not so bad because throughout your day you're burning through those calories and through that energy that your body can handle. Another cool one. It's funny that this came up because Shauna's the one who posed the question. So shout out to Shauna and Jamaica. Ackee and saltfish. It says it's the national dish of Jamaica. Shauna, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's a breakfast meal out there. Maybe it's just a staple breakfast food. Maybe not be the national dish, but ackee is like a fruit, almost like lychee. So it's kind of sweet. I don't really describe the texture. It's more like a plum almost, right? So they use salt cod fish and they saute it in the boiled ackee, the fruit, and they'll also add onions, bonnet peppers, tomatoes, and spices. So they'll serve it with bread, fried plantain, and you kind of just eat that all together. So again, carbohydrate, you get the protein and the fat with the fish, and then you get your the lychee, which is that fruit, so you get that nice little sugar, and then the vegetables with the peppers and tomatoes, and then the spices just for flavor, of course, right? Cool, so it is the national dish. Awesome. Ackee and saltfish, you guys, go try it. Other countries that have fish in their breakfast, Japan, Myanmar, they also have fish in their breakfast. So if you think about it, you're really just replacing fish with, like, out here, they'll have steak and eggs or sausage, bacon, chicken, sometimes chicken sausage. So it's similar, it's just different based on region, right? So these are different, like, types of foods that you can consider for breakfast as well. We don't normally, we'd probably have fish for dinner or for lunch, but why not have it for breakfast? It's protein, it's fatty. You can have your vegetables in the morning. You can save your smoothie for the afternoon if you want. Whatever. It's totally up to you. It's your freaking food. You decide how you want to eat it. This one's kind of cool. The Netherlands, they have typical cheese, cold meats, toast with jam, stuff like that. But they also have something called hagelsag, which is basically like candy sprinkles. And what they do is they put it on toast, and it comes in different flavors like chocolate, vanilla, some fruit flavors. Pretty awesome country where you can have toast and sprinkles for breakfast. That's carbohydrates. I don't know what the sprinkles are made of, so I don't know about any protein in that, but that's one thing they have available. That's not their staple. And then this brings me to my last one. We're all familiar with a Mexican breakfast, chilaquiles, traditional Mexican breakfast, corn tortillas, lightly fried, cut into little pieces. So like cut into chips basically, and then cooked in like salsa or mole, topped with all, very, 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 that's not the right, topped with many different types of food that you can put on there. So crema, queso fresco, chicken, you can put chorizo on there, onions, avocados, fried egg, and then it's served with rice and beans. So basically you're having nachos for breakfast just with egg on it, right? So if you think about it, you're not, you don't really have nachos for breakfast, but if you order chilaquiles, you're having nachos for breakfast. All right? Cool. So again, what they all have in common though, they most have in common, they have a good base of protein, good base of fat, and a good base of carbohydrate, right? A little bit of sugar, not gonna harm you in the morning. I would definitely recommend a little bit. That's why, fruit smoothies are good in the mornings too, or just eating a fruit, making me hungry. Dude, I'm always hungry. I got to talk about this all the time. Come on. I actually want to try ackee and saltfish, Shauna. By the way, tell your mom that oxtail she sent last week was amazing. So thank you. Shout out to Shauna's mom for that oxtail. All right, guys. So just to recap a little bit, make sure if you're gonna mix up your meals, you're planning ahead. You're knowing what you're eating. You're filling your calorie intake for the day appropriately. You're not loading up on your protein in the morning and then not leaving any room for it at night, or your carbs or fats or vice versa, right? Make sure you're balanced throughout the day, and if you're snacking, you're balancing as well. Be mindful of what you're eating, because if you have goals, you're gonna have to pay attention, right? If you're saving up money for something, you're gonna have to pay attention and put the money away. It's not just gonna happen. So if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle, if you're just trying to change and make better decisions, it's gonna take some effort, and you're gonna have to try. Okay. Oxtail. Yeah, man. Thank you. All right, so and if you need help with any of that, please, you can just reach out to me. We can talk about it. I can help you. We can figure out what you need for help. Okay. So again, to recap, I just want to say thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys' support, encouragement. Even if I'm talking to one person that's live, or 4 or 5 sometimes at a time, I just like to get the information out there, and I appreciate that you guys absorb it, and I hope that you guys can absorb it. And if you need more explanation, then just reach out to me. I like talking about this stuff. Again, I humbly ask that you share this with your friends and family. I'm gonna post it on my page so you can share it on your story. I'm gonna go ahead and do something a little different. If you guys would help me, if you guys tag some of your friends in the video, I'll give a session away, like a training session, in person or virtual, whatever works for you, whatever you're comfortable with. So tag 3 friends in the video once I post it. You and your friend will win the session. I'll announce the winners on Thursday, so you have a couple days. If you can't think of 3 friends, I can't right now. I'm just kidding. So yeah, 3 friends. I'll announce the winner Thursday. Free training session on me, because I just want to be available to whoever needs it. Okay, so one more thing. You're always welcome to message me with topics that you'd like to see talked about, because I can talk about anything on here, but if there's something that you guys want, please reach out to me so I can address it, because if you don't ask me, I don't know. All right, so lastly, enjoy your week, you guys. Oh crap, I'm not here next Monday, but I can probably do Tuesday. I can probably do Monday night, late. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. Just stay tuned, follow my page, make sure you guys are have my notifications on so you know when I'm doing the lives. Have a good week. I want to tell you, always go be the best version of yourself every freaking day. All right, love you all. Bye.